My name is Joe Igbo. In our news headlines this afternoon, President Bola Tinubu has flagged up the 2B access road to the second Niger Bridge in Onitsha, Anambra State. The federal government has declared Monday, March 31st and Tuesday, April 1 as public holidays to mark the Muslim festival of Eid al-Fitr. The Rivers State government has suspended all political office holders and appointees across the state effective immediately. And the federal government has increased the PTA levies in federal unity colleges across the country. Now the details of the news. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has flagged up the 2B access road to the second Niger Bridge in Onitsha, Anambra State. The 170.7 billion naira contract was awarded to CGC Construction Company for completion within 30 months. It marks a significant step in enhancing transportation infrastructure and regional connectivity in the southeast. The Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo represented the president at the ceremony, attended by the Minister of Works, Engineer Dave Umahi. The event took place at Obunike 33 Nkwele Junction along the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. The 17.5-kilometer dual carriageway comprises 7 bridges and modern infrastructure, including security cameras. The road will stretch from the Omonia-Obunike axis of the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway, passing through the Old Enugu Road Interchange, Ogidi-Mpo-Umoji Road Interchange, to the Asaba-Ibuza Road Interchange and Valley Bridge. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, pleaded with communities along the routes to support the project and avoid disruptions. Soludo said the second Niger Bridge will remain incomplete until the entire 35-kilometer access road was fully constructed. He thanked Tinubu while expressing optimism with Umahi as Minister of Works that the project will be completed as planned. The All Progressives Congress (APC) has declared a purported timetable for its upcoming nationwide congresses in circulation as fake. In a statement by the National Publicity Secretary of the party, Felix Morka, the APC clarified that no such schedule has been issued and that any information circulating regarding Congress activities is not authorized by the party. Morka said the APC has not issued any notice or timetable for congresses, as the party has yet to make any decision in that regard. The APC emphasized that a valid notice or schedule of activities for Congress will be communicated through its official information platforms in due course. It urged party members, officials, the media, and the general public to disregard the said timetable, labeling it as fake and misleading. After months of delays, the federal government has commenced the payment of the revised 77,000 naira monthly allowance for members of the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC). Several corps members confirmed receiving credit alerts reflecting the increased stipend yesterday, ending the prolonged wait that had led to frustration and protests. This comes just days after the Minister of Youth Development, Ayodele Olawande, assured Nigerians during a television interview that payments will be made by the end of March. However, while the new stipend has been disbursed, arrears owed to corps members remain unsettled. A source in the office of the Accountant General of the Federation confirmed that the outstanding arrears were not paid alongside the new allowance. The official explained that the government was still working on the details and assured that the backlogs will be cleared soon. The increase in corps members' allowances was first announced in September 2024, raising the monthly stipend from 33,000 naira to 77,000 naira to align with the National Minimum Wage Amendment Act 2024. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has confirmed that it has received the contact addresses, telephone numbers, and email addresses of representatives of those who submitted the petition for the recall of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan representing Kogi Central. INEC further said a letter has been written to notify Senator Natasha of the petition against her and delivered to her official address. The same letter has also been copied to the presiding officer of the Senate and published on the Commission's website. The statement said the next step is to to scrutinize the list of signatories submitted by the petitioners to ascertain that the petition is signed by over 50% of the registered voters in the constituency. Olumekun noted that this will be done in the coming days, adding that the outcome, which will be made public, shall determine the next step to be taken by the Commission. INEC reassured Nigerians that the process will be open and transparent. The federal government has declared Monday, March 31 and Tuesday, April 1 as public holidays to mark the Muslim festival of Eid al-Fitr. The permanent secretary of the Ministry of Interior, Dr. Magdalene Ajani, made the announcement in a statement yesterday, saying that the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, conveyed the government's congratulations to the Muslim Ummah on successfully completing the Ramadan fast. Dr. Tunji Ojo urged Muslims to uphold the values of self-discipline, compassion, generosity, and peace, emphasizing the importance of love, forgiveness, and unity in building a harmonious society. He also called on all Nigerians to use the festive period to pray for the nation's peace, stability, and prosperity. The minister further encouraged Nigerians to celebrate responsibly and extend kindness to the less privileged. The Rivers State government has suspended all political office holders and appointees across the state effective immediately. A statement issued by the Chief of Staff to the Administrator of Rivers State said that the suspension was in line with the powers conferred on the state's administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, by President Bola Tinubu. The affected officials include the Secretary to the State Government, SSG, the Chief of Staff, all honorable commissioners, chairmen and members of boards, councils and agencies, commissions, institutions and parastatals, all special advisors, special assistants and senior special assistants. The statement further directed the suspended officials to hand over to the permanent secretaries in their respective ministries, departments and agencies. In cases where no permanent secretary is in place, the most senior director or head of administration is to take over. Shops and goods estimated at millions of naira have been destroyed by a night fire that razed a market on the popular Iweka Road close to Ochende Market in Onitsha. The fire, which started at 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday, razed shops that had furniture materials such as leathers, foams, and others. Although the cause of the fire has yet to be ascertained, it was gathered that the fire raged for several minutes before the arrival of firefighters, and some of the traders had already gone home before the fire started. Residents and sympathizers were seen trying to salvage some of the remnants of their goods in the shops yesterday. Confirming the fire incident, a spokesperson for the Anambra State Fire Service, Chukwudi Chiketa, said the agency received a distress call at 9:40 p.m. on Tuesday and deployed a crew of firemen and firefighting equipment to the scene. According to Chiketa, the crew stopped the fire from further escalation. The Ogun State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Tomi Koka, has declared an outbreak of Lassa fever in the state with a casualty. The commissioner said that the hemorrhaging viral fever recently claimed the life of a 25-year-old female National Youth Service Corps member who fell sick in Ondo and was brought to one of the state's secondary health care facilities at Ijebu North local government area, where she died. The commissioner disclosed this in a statement sent to journalists yesterday in Abeokuta, the state capital. She listed the symptoms of this viral fever to include high-grade fever, headache, general body weakness, sore throat, muscle pain, cough, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, chest pain, and unexplained bleeding from the ears, eyes, nose, mouth, and other body openings. She urged residents of the state to quickly report anyone with these symptoms to the nearest government health facility for immediate medical intervention. The Owerri Archdiocesan Catholic Secretariat has confirmed the release of Reverend Father John Ubechu, the kidnapped parish priest of the Holy Family Catholic Church, Izombe. A statement by Reverend Father Patrick Mbara, the Archdiocesan Chancellor/Secretary, disclosed that Ubechu was released yesterday. Recall that the clergyman was kidnapped in the evening of Sunday, March 23 at Ejemekuru on his way to Owerri for the annual retreat of priests of the Owerri Archdiocese. It was also gathered that the kidnappers had demanded 20 million naira ransom for the release of the priest. But Mbara, in a statement announcing the release of his colleague, was silent on the details concerning the freedom of Ubechu from captivity. Operatives of the Delta State Police Command have shot dead 5 suspected kidnappers, arresting 3 others. The police public relations officer in the state, Mr. Bright Edafe, who disclosed this in a statement yesterday, said the suspected kidnappers had engaged the police officers in a gun battle. He said the suspects were allegedly responsible for a series of kidnappings and armed robberies around Yamuge, Otu Jeremy, Wari, Ugeli, and environs. Items recovered from the suspects include 1 AK-47 rifle, 1 pump-action gun, 3 locally made guns, 2 magazines, 60 rounds of AK-47 live ammunition, and 17 rounds of live cartridges. The federal government has increased the PTA levies in federal unity colleges across the country. A circular dated March 18, 2025 and endorsed by the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Education, Dr. Nasir Sani Gwazo, said the government has increased the levy from 5,700 naira to 12,000 naira per term. The circular addressed to all principals, federal unity colleges, said the ministry approved a revised PTA levy following multiple requests from various PTA bodies in federal unity colleges seeking an increase in the PTA levy to enable them fulfill their obligations within the colleges. The circular said the new levy will take effect from the 3rd term of the 2024-2025 academic session. Recall that the federal government had earlier raised the tuition fee in the unity colleges from 45,000 naira to 100,000 naira. Apart from the approved levy by the government, most of the colleges also have sundry levies imposed on the students, such as access card, diesel, waste, education levy, feeding support, and so on. To end the Sapientia news at 1 p.m., a recap of the major headlines. President Bola Tinubu has flagged up the 2B access road to the second Niger Bridge in Onitsha, Anambra State. The federal government has declared Monday, March 31 and Tuesday, April 1 as public holidays to mark the Muslim festival of Eid al-Fitr. The Rivers State government has suspended all political office holders and appointees across the state effective immediately. And finally, the federal government has increased the PTA levies in federal unity colleges across the country. That was the Sapientia news at 1 p.m. On behalf of the editorial and technical crew, I am Joe Igbo. Good afternoon and thanks for choosing TV Sapientia.